Well, hi there. Welcome back. Still doing contractions. Okay, let's get to business. And by the way, I miss you guys. I know I say that, but I mean it. I miss you guys. Okay, so what is a contraction, right? Again, contraction is a word that combines two words using an apostrophe. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these contractions, okay? And then we're going to do one more worksheet after that. And then you guys are going to do a read aloud, okay? So we're going to go over how to make these two words into contractions. And these are many of the most used contractions. We use these contractions a lot. And you have to think many people, Americans, British people, South Africans, use contractions in their speaking because then they can speak faster, right? Because if the word is shorter, you can speak faster, right? So contractions we hear a lot in speaking, and then we also read it when we read what the character says. So dialogue. And dialogue is what the character says in a story when you see quote marks, okay? So you will see a lot of contractions in your reading when a character speaks, right? You will read it, okay? So just so you know why contractions are very, very important, and we want to make sure you know what they mean, okay? So the first example here is were not. So they were not at the party. Instead, we can say they weren't at the party, right? Weren't. Now, what letter is missing from here to make weren't? The O. Okay, so many times the O disappears. Sometimes more letters. So we'll talk about that as we go. Okay, do not. How do you make that into a contraction? Do not. Do not equals, we ready? Do not equals don't, right? What about, so don't, like I don't like it, right? I don't. You don't say I do not. Many people say I don't. So moving on to does not. So I don't say she do not. I say she does not, right? For she, oh, let me do this one really quick. Let's take a little take a little moment. So remember in a sentence, I don't, she, he doesn't, okay? I do not, she, he does not, okay? They don't, and also we don't. Now, it, which one do you think? If it's an it, if the pronoun is it, do you think it's it don't or it doesn't? It doesn't. So I don't, it, she, he doesn't, we, they don't. Okay? Very important. Okay, I'm glad we got to go over that. So, as we see, with does not, it equals doesn't. Okay, doesn't. Okay, next one, is not. What contraction is that? Good. Isn't. And cannot. Now notice cannot, one word, cannot. I don't know why. I cannot tell you why. I'm so sorry. For some reason, cannot is one word, okay? I don't know why. English is weird. So cannot. How do we shorten that to a contraction? Good. Can't. No one wants to say cannot. The cat cannot run. Everyone says the cat can't run, right? Okay. So did not. What contraction is that? How do we make that into a contraction? Didn't. Okay, I want you to see something. So when we made didn't, we only took the letter O out, right? But when we made cannot, we took out one N and the O, right? So sometimes we take out more letters, sometimes less. So did not equals didn't. What about was not? I was not at home. I wasn't. So this is where we use wasn't. I wasn't home. Okay, next. Are not. You are not fun. You are not fun. Aren't. You aren't fun. So many times we don't say are not, we say aren't. Ooh. One moment. Let's ruin that. So you aren't. Okay, would not. Would not. Now this one's harder to say. So I would not like a cookie. I would not like a cookie, which is weird. But maybe you're not full, hungry. So I wouldn't. I wouldn't like a cookie. So we take would, spell it the same, but we do the N apostrophe T. N apostrophe T. Very common, right? N apostrophe T, N apostrophe T, N apostrophe T, N apostrophe T. Okay. Should not. Should not. I should not run in the hallway.